We got more clips from OTAs. We're going to take another look at the Pittsburgh Steelers, and we're going to take another look at Justin Fields. We're going to see a lot of clips on him. We're going to see a lot of clips on Russell Wilson as well. But you need to click that subscribe button right now because we're going hard in the paint. We're looking at these rookies. We're looking at these veteran players who are on new teams. We're looking at the storylines. We're looking at your favorite players in rookie camp, OTAs, training camp, mini camp. It's all going to be right here. Click that button. Stop missing out on your favorite players. It's time to look at Justin Fields. Got a fair amount of clips here. A lot of OTAs. Some of the older ones too. I just threw them in there. But here's this one. This was newer throughout the week. This came out midweek. So here it is. Him working on ball security, keeping it high and tight, working on the feet as well. Here's another one. Letting them throw it deep here. Bears fans mentioned this one on social media. Taking off here, showing the wheels. Letting you know those are still there, of course, with Justin Fields. Little RPO action. There's the same one. Same one, it looks like. Stepping back. We're going to make a throw right there. Ball looking good, coming out quick, nice and crisp. Here's the second one. I believe we might have looked at this one earlier in the week, but I'm cool looking at it again. Ball getting out there. Super thick. There's Pickens there just catching some balls. Him just working on the basics. Feet, step up, throw. I know people are in the comments going to say t-shirt, shorts, all that stuff. Against air, it's also May. You got to ramp up before you go heavy. Stepping back here, we're getting a little bit more action. Ball comes out there nice and clean. Justin Fields has a ton of upside. Justin Fields is fighting for a starting job. He mentioned that. I'd be concerned if he didn't say that in the press conferences. I'd be very concerned if he was cool and just chilling and not competitive. I'd be more concerned about that. That was a major headline this week about him saying to the media that he's fighting for a starting job. That was a major headline, but it should be something that's common sense because he should be fighting for a starting job. He should be confident in himself. And if there was doubt, and that was leaking into the media, that doubt, then that's a major, major red flag more than it is a good thing. We need to develop. We do need to get better. We do need to get better. We all know that. We know about what we saw in Chicago. On top of that, we know Chicago did them dirty too when it comes to building around them. We all know that, but it's over with now. We got to look past that. Now we're with Pittsburgh. We got to get better. We got to compete against Russ. We got to step up when our moment comes. Is their moment going to come? We don't know, but I'm just saying somewhere down the line, his moment's going to be there. His moment's not going to be like this large sample either. It's going to be like this window of time. And if he steps up in that window of time, then he can be the guy. He can get his contract. He can be the face of the Steelers. If Russ falls on his face, that could come sooner than later, and that window could be bigger than what you thought. If Russ is good, that window could be shorter. It is also baked on Russ. Russ got the contract, but they got a good deal on both these quarterbacks. There's no sunk cost invested, and if this turns out to be the wrong move, then they can wash their hands, not think twice about it. They're not going to have nightmares about it. The Steelers are in the win no matter what, because I would be just hobbling around back there on his final days. But now we got Justin Fields. This is an experiment now to see if we can get right, because he was a top-tier prospect coming out of college, can sling the ball around, did not have many bad games at Ohio State. Almost a flawless career. I say almost because it wasn't flawless. We did have a couple games and a few moments on top of those games that did not go to plan, as it should with most quarterbacks. It's rare. But then we go to Chicago, and it just didn't fire. Partly him, partly Bears, but that's over now. Can we step it up? Can we step it up? Can we do that? Is that going to happen? That's on Justin Fields. He does have the potential to do that. Every quarterback in the league, some has more potential than others, has the upside to really circumvent the odds, step between those or step over those boundaries, and become that next level starter, but they just have to tap into it. Justin Fields has that. We saw that. We know that. That's why people are excited on the upside. He can complete 3 passes in a game, and he's a QB1 due to the rushing upside. He can do that for you. And the thing is, in 2 QB leagues, you may want to have him stashed in redraft. Dynasty, cheaper lottery ticket. I say cheaper because he's not liquid. People who have him are holding tight and hoping. They're hoping, they're praying because they know what could be in store if he taps in. And if he taps in, you got a major supreme asset. And you're like, hey, I'd rather see this through and do the dirty than trade away and then watch the FOMO, even though I got a little couple picks my way. I imagine a lot of people are saying that on the market. It's more than what a player's worth. It's more about the psychology of fantasy players and how they view these assets on the trade market, especially when you're doing content and looking at this globally. And when you read the market and put yourself in people's shoes, you know a lot of people, or you feel that a lot of people are holding tight because you know what Justin Fields' upside could look like. And Steelers fans, knowing that, you should be, but you guys ain't too far off. All you need is a little bit more spark, and that flame's going to ignite, and it's going to be a blaze. And Justin Fields could do it. It could be Russ. One of these quarterbacks could do it, or both. I could say none too, but I don't look at the downside like that. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. Thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.